Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Is that audio? Is there audio? Okay, yeah, it's working. Good. Hey everybody, I'm the MoeChicken. Welcome to my stream. Hello. Happy Thursday. We are going to be working on animation tonight. Which is why there are problems. So talked about it before. I have two computers. One is my streaming computer, one is my regular computer. But the tablet that I use for drawing is only attached to my regular computer. And I don't want to keep swapping around because it'll be a lot of hassle. And so we're streaming on my regular computer. The problem is everything is set up on OBS now. And so nothing is right on this computer anymore. So yeah, if there are problems, please let me know. But yes, we will be working on, this is kind of a two birds with one stone kind of situation for me because I recently got notice that I'm going to be allowed to work on a new Game Grumps animated. They're going to be coming out with one at the end of the year, I think. It's either the end of the year or the beginning of next year. We're supposed to have them done by like November. Yeah, it's kind of the same format as the last one I did, where it's like a bunch of animators get together and have like a theme, and we all do a little segment. And so I have started to put together what I think is called an animatic, which is where you just kind of do like rough versions that are synced with the audio you're going to use. And hey, hot dog, welcome. And I wanted to work more. I was trying to find time to work on that all day today, and that's why I sent on a message on my Discord earlier and said, "Hey, would you guys be okay with an art stream?" That's to kind of give myself the opportunity to work on this, and I thought y'all might be thinking it's interesting. So let's go ahead and get into it. Desktop capture with chat. All right, so I don't know how loud this is going to be, unfortunately. Okay, there's gonna be some background music. So there should be background music now. Let me know if you can't hear it. But then there's also, I'm also gonna have to be going through the stream of the animation at the same time. So let's see how that sounds.
Take a bath, Demetrodon, you. Take a bath, There's like a kink, I think. Take a bath, you. Take a bath. Suck up the water and take a bath. Take a bath, Demetrodon.
Okay. How loud was that for y'all? Was that uncomfortably loud? You hear an echo. Echo's no good. You still hear an echo? Because it may have just been my mic picking up the sound of the audio. Like, it doesn't seem, as far as I know at least, there doesn't seem to be a means for me to no echo. Okay, there doesn't seem to be a means for me to reduce the audio of the actual program, unfortunately. And so anyway, so to explain a little bit what we're doing here, the premise behind mine, I'll open up all of them. It's based on the Shout and Shoot 2 segment of the the Grumps episode where they were talking about old 90s toys. I thought it was such a funny bit. If you're not familiar, it's well, I think I can show y'all actually. Let's see. Do I still have it? I believe I still have it. Documents, incoming videos. Hey Black, willkommen. Yeah, here we go. Let's see, let me open this up. All right. There's good boy Aaron. It starts around here, right? Yeah. Okay, so $300. I assume y'all can hear them.
This is probably the toy that I wanted.
So they got this this toy here, this little like Shout and Shoot 2 thing, and it's just sort of like a this like head thing you put on, and it fires water. Let's see. I don't see them actually using it. Is it? Is it?
Put in more water, dude.
Is it? Yeah, see? You like shout and it shoots water at people. And so the idea that I kind of came up with for all of this was to create sort of like a 90s-esque oh, I didn't realize the audio from this was still playing at the same time. Sorry about that. It was probably a weird overlap. Yeah, I was gonna do a thing where it's sort of like a like an infomercial. Yeah. It's like an infomercial about the Shout and Shoot 2 as though it's an all-purpose thing to like solve lots of problems in your everyday life. And so I kind of took the various little why is it not picking this up? Okay, no, it's working. Never mind. Undo. What's my undo button? I have an undo button on here, don't I? Hang on. Is it that one? Which button's my undo button? Which one is my undo button? I need an undo button. Where is it? Where's my undo button? Oh, what the frick? Hang on. You remember that toy? That's awesome. I was not familiar with it, but that's really funny. Sorry, I gotta set things up. I'm a bad streamer. Where is my undo button? Express keys? Where's undo? Illustrator. Undo is this one? Undo. Yep. Oh, bollocks. Come on. This is making for great TV. Everybody loves it. Super great. Button? Doesn't say that. That's not undo. What the frick? Oh, that's an Illustrator. All other applications. Okay, never mind. This is not Illustrator. Touching maybe? Nope. Y'all can't even see what I'm doing. I'm messing with this thing. Express keys. This one's just G. Transform. Inner keys. Ring keys. I really don't have undo. Seriously? Alright, let's change this then. You get to be undo now. What even happened? It just disappeared. I'm the worst. Worst of all. Is it on here? Okay, it's there. I'll use that one. Whatever. Undo. But undo. Undo. There we go. Anyway, that was fun. Yeah, so the way I've set it up is I picked out certain little clips and I'm just going to advertise. I'm just going to make the thing for them. So we've got this one is supposed to be using the Shout and Shoot 2 as vocal warm-ups.
Fire! I can hear it. Let's try. Fill. Keep it going. Come on, baby, keep it going. Oh my God! They can't even get it up. Can you see that right there?
That's one. Stop, Aaron, stop. And then I've got another one that's for like self-defense. So it's
Not so fast, murderer!
Did I get you? Oh, wait, it didn't work.
Not so fast! What the hell? I'm gonna get you this time! Not so fast, murderer!
and so like all of these are going to be kind of strung together as sort of like a like you imagine something that's like the Shout and Shoot 2, the all-purpose device for your everyday life. It can solve all the world's problems, such as, and it's like self-defense, and I show that one, or like, you know, personal hygiene, and I show one for about personal hygiene, and this one's like pet care. And so I just have to make each one of these little sections, and then we go. So with all that out of the way, I will actually get started on what I'm supposed to be doing today. That'll be exciting. Oh.
Take a bath.
So how's everybody doing? That was a lot of talking for me. How y'all doing today? Everybody doing good? I hope you're having a lovely Thursday. Oh, I had an okay sort of Thursday. Not bad, not really great, not really bad. I continuing my work to try to find a job, which is just a never-ending thing. and I had to I actually found some options today which sounded more appealing, so hopefully those will work out. But you know, it is what it is. Actually, no, I also got a response from somebody, and so hopefully that will actually lead to something that would be cool. But you know, won't know until I find out. My first job was at KB Toys, and I watched a lot of TV growing up. That's awesome. Have you heard Twerp's song "The Perfect Product"? That's interesting. Well, I mean, so this, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about the setup, Kinj. This is for a like something they're putting on. It's not something that I'm doing on my own, and so I have to kind of like abide by certain rules based on their request. But that's interesting to know. I do like Twerp. Let's see here.
Take a bath. Just like a. Just like a kink, I think.
Where's that?
Just like.
Oh, I feel like I have nothing to talk about. I feel somebody give me something to talk about because I'm just sort of like, I have to do this animation now. I feel like normally I'm better prepared with things to talk about, and here I'm just kind of like, just sort of hanging out, really. What else? I guess what else has been going on? Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Hot Dog. Appreciate it. Trying out a new batch of hot sauce. Ooh. Is it a new batch that you've made? Like, are you trying out making a new batch, or you're trying out like a new type that you just got in or something? This is Clip Studio Paint Pro. Hello, Monks. I'm getting work done on your sleeve tomorrow. I do not have any ink because I am not resolute enough to get myself a tattoo. I don't think I could ever like decide on something that I really think will be like, yeah, I want this for the rest of my life. And so I've never been willing to get a tattoo. But I do admire that. You have a full sleeve. Is it just a one-arm sleeve or a two-arm? Homemade roasted garlic scotch bonnet and sriracha jalapeno. That sounds quite strong. I love doing Dan's hair where it's just like floof, floof, floof. It's just a big fluff. You've been wanting tattoos for ages, but things keep coming up and getting in the way. You have Super Meat Boy tattooed on your right calf. It's interesting. I've never played Super Meat Boy because I just really didn't like the illustrations of the character. Like that illustration where he sort of looks like he's got like his eyes like this. He's got like a big face. He's missing teeth, you know? He's like, eee, and he's got like bandages on his face. Like, I feel like this is what I always see Super Meat Boy as. He's like, I'm a lump and I'm missing teeth. And I'm like, this looks gross. I don't want that. I don't want to play that game. Doggone it, Dan, you're doing your thing again. You love Super Meat Boy. Well, maybe I should try it. I don't know. Get out of here, 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 get out of here. I can just erase the rest. What the frick? What? What's going on here? Uh-oh. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Why is my tablet not responding? That is a problem, though. I am concerned by this. Uh-oh, what is going on? Y'all can't really tell what's going on, probably, but the in the process. Okay. Restart the process? Alright, hang on. Let me, close things and, try and reopen them. What the heck, man? Problem with Super Meat Boy is that your bad video games require speed reflexes. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing for me, is that I was watching a little bit of Bleck's stream of Lucid the other day, which, if you don't know, one of Blackfoot's friends, what is their name? It was like some like Dark Studio or something. Anyway, they made a game called Lucid, and it looks really cool. But I was intimidated by it at first because I thought it was going to be a game that Eric, yeah, I thought it was going to be a game that required a lot of like really precise movement and like a lot of like careful precision and so forth and so on. And I was just like, I don't want to do that. That's not the kind of game I like. It's still not responding. What the heck, man? I'll try turning it on, turn it off, I guess. But no, it looked super fun. It actually looks very accessible. Apparently, like Eric was in there talking during the stream, and they said that they intended to make it both accessible to both people that, you know, are super high skills and people that are like, you know, filthy casuals like myself. Well, now why is it over there? Why is it stuck on this screen? What is going on with my tablet tonight? Of course, this would happen on the day that I don't have anything else hooked up. Whack 'em, whack 'em, whack 'em. It will never cease to be weird that the tablet driver is not responding. Okay, restart the driver. That the correct way to pronounce the company that makes this is Whack-'em. Like whack-a-mole. Whack-'em. Okay. Alright. Alright. It's doing it now. Hopefully that means it's working. Oy vey. Alright, let me open what I was working on. So I was working on take a bath, Dimetrodon, take a bath, take a bath. Alright, now this is not working. Oh boy. How's your Thursday going? Mine's going super great, especially now that I'm streaming. Definitely good now that I'm streaming. Alright, open the Wacom Center again. Why you no work? Why you no work? Activate. Form of functional, please. Doing okay? That's good. I like Super Meat Boy because the levels are like 10 to 20 second runs each, and it makes the death lighter and more funny at the end. You can see that. Alright, let me try and... Okay. Turn it off. I hate that y'all can't see anything that I'm doing, so it's like all this stuff that I'm trying to accomplish is just completely invisible to y'all. But it does look like it's working now. Okay. Eraser? Eraser. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It does seem to be working. Blake is back. I would have liked to be in the room when they decided this was the software, decided to name the software it was fornicate already taken. Icoitus. Oh, that would be quite the name. That's for sure. All right. What were we doing? This is the one where he's like, oh, there's a kink in it. Just for pros who, you know, who create nothing. Okay.
Just like a kink, I think. Take a.
Pros that create babies. Infinite babies. I don't know what that reminds me of. That line in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, when Shredder runs out of the like, I guess, laboratory where they were making Toka and Rezar, and he's just like, babies, they're babies. It's just such a funny line. Just how disgusted he is. You watch that movie, that line was all I put. I just watched that line was all I put in my notes about it. It's a pretty funny line. That and the face that I think it's Toka. Toka is the turtle, I believe. I'm not allowed to use Procreate since my vasectomy. And he, like, when Toka and Reza, so I guess I should explain, if you're not familiar with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the sort of plot is that Shredder decides he wants to try to make his own, like, mutants to fight the Mutant Ninja Turtles. And so he gets, like, this snapping turtle and a wolf, and he he uses the ooze on them and mutates them into monsters. And, like, at the first moment when they're meeting him, he's like, come at me. When we are finished, you will call me master. And they're like, and then Razar's just like, meh, meh. And then Toka looks at him and says, mama? And then they both say mama. And, like, I wish I could, I'm not on camera because my camera's plugged in the other thing, but, like, Toka does this face where he's like, mama. Like, it's this weirdly adorable expression. Then they run over and start hugging Shredder. Yeah, I don't know. I like that movie. It is like, it's funny how the two movies have such a different tone. And I think it's because the first movie was based heavily on the first arc comic, which is actually, I think, just one comic now that I think about it. I've got it. I've got the one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collections over on my shelf, and I think the Shredder is just one episode. So they may have brought him back later, but I remember thinking, it's like, oh, I thought this guy was, like, really important, but no, he just kind of shows up for a second.
I think. Take a bath. Take a.
Let's see. I gotta do more. The only problem with these is that I may have to wind up editing a lot out of this later on, just because it may be too repetitive. We'll see. So I gotta, like, I found out that statistically the most vasectomies take place during March Madness. Wow. The men are like, sorry, honey, I can't be bothered. I gotta watch more basketball. Gotta watch more basketball. That would be a real tragedy if that's actually what is happening there. I don't want to have sex. I want to watch more basketball. Oh, I got a basketball Jones. Basketball Jones. I want a basketball Jones. They offed Shredder in the comics. They offed a lot of... Yeah, the comics were really weird. Like, one of the things that stood out most about the comics is that, like, they get weird really fast. Like, they're like space aliens and stuff, and like dinosaurs from other planets, and like and robots and all kinds of crazy stuff, like almost immediately. And yeah, it was just sort of like, this is very different, but they went right for it. Take that, statistics. Eat it. Frickin' statistics. I always draw Aaron's hair like this, and it kind of looks like that 60s era haircut, like the 60s era mom haircut. I don't know what you call it, but it's the one that's like kind of like a little bob like that. You see it a lot, or maybe 50s. It was like an old timey looking thing. So what sport were you watching with frozen peas on your crotch? Esports? Yes, of course.
Bad, you be. Take a bad.
Wait.
Take.
Dan's hair is so much fun to do. It's just like this big fluffy thing. Such a nerd that even esports is a sport too. Well, it is. It's in the name. Esports is sports. Getting all up in this dinosaur's face. Take a bath, Dimitrodon. I feel like I'm not talking enough. I feel like I need to be like engaging with y'all more, but this is taking up too much of my attention, unfortunately. Maybe we can take a break and I can do like request drawings for a little bit. If anybody has things they'd like for me to request me draw, maybe I can do that.
Take a bad.
Oh, in other news, so I think I talked about it before, I managed to beat another storyline in Saga Frontier. Happy about that. I managed to finish the Red storyline, the character Red. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. Dan could be leaving. Solo art streams are hard, which is why I stream it through my... Yeah, I mean, I feel like normally I can do it better, but it's because this is so, like, particular, maybe, is the best way I can put it. You know, it's like I'm not working on something that's, just kind of like a freeform thing. It's very specific to the, what's going on, so...
Suck up the water and take a bit.
Okay. This one might be finished.
Bath, Dimitrodon, you. Take a bath, There's like a kink, I think. Take a bath, you be. Take a bath. Suck up the water and take a bit.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. That'll work for the animatic for this one. I can show you all something else that I was working on. So, a friend of mine, RoboRev, who is actually streaming right now, has this character. I think I've shown her to you before. Her name is Helen, and she's sort of like the mascot for his channel. Let me see. I'll get a picture of her for you. Homemade stuff. Excuse me. Stuff for other people. Stuff for other people. Where's Helen? Helen. This will work. This is a picture I did of her. So this is the character Helen. She's kind of like a robot girl. She's like a cyborg. But I think she's super cute. And so he wants people to draw her more often. And the other day, he found this short, like, looping animation. Do I still have it? I may have gotten rid of it. Let me see. Yeah, she's cute, right? It's a really good design. One of his other creator friends made her originally, and I was just so taken with her as a character that I just started doing stuff with her myself. But where is that thing? That girl dance, where is it? Oh, here we go. Is this the full one or is this the short one? Oh, this is the short one. Okay, let me get the full one. So there's this little dance. And he was like, what if we had this dance with my character? And so I sort of, as a proof of concept, I went and did the animation using it as a it's not there anymore. Where is it there? Yeah, I use this as a guide, and I just kind of like it's taking forever to load. Okay, let me do it differently. Yeah, so there she is. She's kind of dancing. And so this was another thing that I was working on. I thought it would be fun to kind of get a little bit of work on those too. So so now I'm trying to figure out, it's like, would it be better to keep working on this or illustrations? Like, I'm wondering if this is not interesting enough for y'all. What's going on? What am I hearing? Oh, that's just the music. I have the music turned down super low on my end, and so I didn't. All I could hear was like the thumping of the background music, and I was like, "What is that noise?" I'll show you emanating right now, so that's fun. All right, well, let's work on this for a little bit. Why not? I'll work on Helen for a little bit. What was this color I was using here? This. So what I had been doing, I was doing her hair, like whipping her hair back and forth, and then I started doing her little, let's see, I'll leave her up so I can reference her. Stuff for other people. This one, you're in it right now too. What you working on, Black? What you making? Is it cool? Yeah, I was adding this little, like, this thing on her waist. Let's see, next. Bip. You're in the plastic bag mines for another half hour before you can do your own art. What are the plastic bag mines, though? Are you mining for plastic bags? I'm not sure I understand what you mean there, Kenj. Boop. It would be cool if it wasn't one of the things shoved to the wayside during burnout and COVID, respectively. Animation? Free Ken from the mines! The mines! Oh, the tragedy. I feel like there's a story behind this that I'm not part of. The plastic bag mines. Alright, so this is going to be going like this now. You work in a print shop that prints plastic bags for frozen peas and groceries. Oh, okay. I used to... My voice kind of cracked there. Sorry about that. I used to work at a promotional products company. I wonder if it's similar sorts of work. Like we used to get... that was not one of the most ideal parts of my life. It was my first big boy job. It's essentially me making an animation to go with a comedic reality show. It's my friend Patrick talking to two clones of himself and getting into wacky situations. That does sound pretty fun. You think you're ever going to work on it on like a stream, or that might be really fun to watch? Or have you already and I just missed it? That was something that that was a suggestion I got the other day from a friend of mine about like other content types that I could do on my channel, and he was talking about doing what do you call it? Sort of like more short form reviewy sort of work. And I was thinking about like, let's see, I'm waiting to see how this goes. It's kind of a proof of concept. Me as a still like animator, but it's goes long on that. Yeah. Oh, that's fair. I mean, these things take a long time sometimes, so don't let the amount of time it's taken get you down. Sometimes, you know, perfection takes a while. I am repress. I make sure the art looks nice, so people will buy Bird's Eye over Food Line. Oh, okay, gotcha. My friend, the director, has been very chill and accommodating, but you still feel bad. Well, I get that. I can definitely sympathize with that mindset. What was I saying? Yeah, I was thinking about like another idea of like little short form content that relates to video games. And my idea was that like I would have like the thing would start with me playing like me in the corner down here playing like a game, and you know something's happening on screen, and then like what happens on the screen I then like have a little thought bubble, and then I make like a little short animation pointing out how silly whatever it was. And it could be fun. The challenge is just that sort of like blooming scope kind of thing. You know, it's like when I think animation, I immediately sort of like, yeah, I can do that, so this should be easy. And then like, this is a 1 second animation and it's taking forever. So yeah, it's like art always takes longer than you expect it to, I think. But that is what makes it valuable. You know, the time investment. It's the entire mechanic behind cryptocurrency. Is that sounds like animation in a nutshell too. Yeah, that's true. Zoom out. What the heck? Sometimes it just stops working and I don't know why. I can do that. No sweat. Oh no, I've been doing this for 5 years. Yeah, that kind of thing. Dance, dance, dance. I don't know if that's looking right. Alright, get back. Sweet. Do it. Still going. Down, down, down. Oh, snap. Wait a minute. Go back. Swing. Okay. I'm looking at the bracelet right now. That's odd. One eternity later. Come back thing. Can I move this somewhere else? Can this be over here? That work? Might be a lot easier for me to get to. Alright, back one. It's there. Then she starts to swing it inward. So it's kind of like this a little bit. Up, up. Inward. Okay, let's see if that works. If you're wondering why I'm focusing on like her legs and this bracelet, it's because those are some of the more, well, not the bracelet. The bracelet's just for fun, but it's some of the more like form-fitting parts of her outfit. And so I'm trying to get as much as I can in terms of like stuff that I can use the existing animatic for without having to really get into like all kinds of, you know, physics of other objects. That's why we are staring square at this poor woman's crotch. It's because I'm trying to use parts that will not move much. As she has like a little hoodie thing on up top, which I guess I could also do the line for under above her stomach. But and then this thing will move back, will swing back and forth as well. But she has these two little like bracelets, and so I'm just trying to make it make sense. Whatever. I don't have to justify what part of the animation I work on first. Oh. Swing that down. That little song gets stuck in my head too. Like apparently this anim, because I asked Robo where the animation came from, and he said that it was a reference to like a rat dance on TikTok or something. Like there's some little animation of like a rat dancing, and then someone made this honestly really good animation. Like the original source material was like really very high quality. You know, I fully respect the artist who did the full thing. But it's just so weird to think that like it started with this little kind of crappy rat animation. Frankly, it's like he showed me the original. I'm like, wow, that's not very impressive. But whatever. It's what started it. That's the weird thing about memes, man. Like they come from like nowhere, and then suddenly someone's like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna put a lot of effort into this and get like 5 likes on this, and then someone else will steal it and use it somewhere else. You know, it's this weird sort of like I don't know, people really go above and beyond to like make really impressive things that are then immediately ground up into whatever the next meme is. So it's just sort of a strange thing. Yeah, no accounting for what inspires people to do crazy stuff. I mean, I sat down to do this yesterday just because I wanted to prove that it was possible. That, you know, effectively what I did was rotoscope this character. That it wouldn't actually take that long. And then it took like a couple hours in the end, unfortunately. But, you know, for whatever reason, I decided this is what I'm doing today. All right, what did our arm just do? It's going up still. Okay. Oh, the biggest problem for me with animation is always keeping the proportions right. You know, it's like I have the advantage that I had that original animatic or the original animation to work from for her body shape, but then like all these things that I'm adding in on my own are probably going to be like all over the place because I'm so bad at keeping things in the right position. It's very, very hard for me. What else is going on? I finished up the leather project that I was working on for my sister. Came out very well. I avoid cleanup wherever I possibly can because otherwise I would produce even less. Yeah, right. Exactly that. I unfortunately for me, no, you do a lot, Black. I mean, I saw the things that you did. Like I saw the sneeze one you did before, and then I saw the weird like thumb guy. whatever the thumb guy was. I don't know who the thumb guy was. I recognized the guy, the thing that kicked him was your little like pollywog character, but then I had no idea who the thumb and underpants was. For those who don't know, Bleck did a animation where he had like a thumb character who was like really let me do this with a different brush so you can actually see what I'm doing. Undo. You know what makes more sense? I'll just show you the freaking animation. it's on my Discord. Just show you the animation. Where is it? Arty fart. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay. Yeah, this guy. Look at this weird guy. He gets kicked in the face. This is the polywog guy, Chompy. But this like thumb guy was just out of nowhere. I was like, what is this character? Look at him. He's so weird. Is he one of your ugly little guys? Is that what that is? Or did you just need something to get kicked and you were like, I'm gonna draw a thumb? Great timing of the pause. Sometimes you just want to draw an ugly little guy. Yeah, I get it. I get it. And if you are the guy who did One Piece, that becomes your entire career. Drawing ugly little guys. He is literally something to get kicked and he became that. Fair enough. I gotta say, like, that's briefly on One Piece. When I first saw that anime, or like tried to watch it / read it, I was like, man, everything is so ugly in this. And I realized after the fact that it's a lot harder to make a lot of ugly things that are distinctive than it is to make a lot of things that are quote unquote pretty but all kind of look the same, you know? Like I've read some manga recently that are from like the 80s and 90s, and a lot of characters looked really similar. Like there's one, well, it wasn't from the 80s and 90s, but there's a manga I'm reading right now called The Everyday Lives of High School Boys, which is like it's like a gag comic, but his male designs, I guess so. I just think they're all ugly, frankly. I think they all look terrible, but you know, it is what it is. It's pretty great, honestly. Problems that most people's problem, which is just the lack of female body type variation. Yeah, I get that. What was I saying? Yeah, so there's this manga called The Daily Life of High School Boys, and like so many of the characters look alike. I just can't like I can't tell who anybody is, and like it feels like a lot of the characters are kind of like exchangeable, so to speak, and they all have names that are kind of like their names don't stand out for me very much. Their names might stand out more to me if I was Japanese, but you know, obviously they are Japanese names. But they're all kind of the same general number of syllables, and they sort of design shame. I don't know, it's just kind of like I forget who each character is because they all look alike. So there's something to be said for a character that like looks very unique and is memorable, even if they are hideous. But I think I will always have a bit of a gripe against One Piece because I just think it's ridiculous how much, like how big it is and how people will so aggressively defend it, even though it's like it's just been going on forever. Like, I feel the same way about getting into One Piece now that I would about trying to get into Genshin Impact now. Namely that, like, there's so much ahead of you if you decide you want to do that. There's a rough trend that is happening time to time constantly where anime art styles... yeah, I mean, that's how I felt about a lot of cartoons in, like, the 2010s. Like, American cartoons. That there was a lot of, like, redundancy, and I didn't like it. All right, dance, 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 dance. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about in terms of, like, proportions moving? Like, you see how her, like, the hem of her little bike shorts is moving up and down? That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. I'm very bad at keeping things in the right spot. It drives me up the wall. This is also changing size. Look at that thing. Look at it changing size. What the frick? Why am I so bad at this? I'm so bad at keeping proportions right. Look at her dance. Look at the parts that I copied that look just fine, and then the parts that I added that look horrible. Ugh. I hate doing cleanup. Whatever, I'll stop for now. Alright, let's do another shout and shoot too. Let's get back to what I was supposed to be doing. Where's the regular one? That's the one. See nothing. Well, thank you. I'm frustrated by it, but I appreciate that. Animating with constant volume is, yeah, it's pretty damn rough. The movement looks great because I copied it. It looks great because it's rotoscoped. It's what they did with Snow White. All right, what are we doing? I need to import the audio. Consistent volume. It's a mess. Do wash Dan's hands. This is a short one. Roughs. It's just hard. I don't know. I mean, I guess that makes sense that it's hard. Animation's hard. It's a difficult task to do. But it's amazing. Like, I think animation is the coolest thing. So, like, I want to be able to do it, but it's tricky. Volume and proportion, keeping things appropriate size, one emotions, and yeah. And I mean, like, I guess I had it in my head that other people were good at it because, you know, animations look fine in other settings, but maybe it's just something that everybody struggles with. Maybe there is no, you know, that's why I don't animate. It hurts my feelings. Yeah. All right, what do we got?
Wash Dan's hands, please.
Thank you.
Wash.
Okay, so I actually have to put a little bit ahead of this one. Border. Border. I just do my comics as if they're very slow animations. No, you did comics, Moxie? That's awesome. What kind of comics do you do? Are they like humorous or dramatic or what kind of stuff? You don't see other people's work with the magnifying lens of doom that we... Yeah, that's accurate. That is something that I have to remind myself of, is that, like, when I'm comparing my work to someone else, yeah, you shouldn't hit walls constantly. I mean, it's probably not going to help. I don't know why that would help you draw. It'd just make it harder. Yeah, we compare our blooper reels. We compare all of the problems and all of the process and the knowledge that this took such a long time to just the single instant of how it ended for that other person. And so, yeah, stuff comes out rough. You did a weekly webcomic for a year or two, but now you're working on a graphic novel. That's awesome. That's really cool, Mox. What, again, you don't have to share if you don't want to, but if you do want to share, what's it about? Like, what kind of a webcomic, or what kind of a graphic novel is it? Oh gosh, okay. I'm so bad at just drawing straight lines. That comic is fantastic. Hmm. Well, you might be a little biased there, Black, but I accept it. There's nothing to do with the fact that I'm in it as a You're a TV head? Oh, awesome. No bias. By the way, I have not been able to hop on to the what do you call it? Realms server in a while. How's the Necropolis going? It's essentially about a town that it's mostly inhabited by monster people and what they went through, and there's a side plot about liminal space and abandoned world. That's cool. TV head robots are good. Hands are gross. TV head robot in that too. It's an epidemic. Epidemic! A tragic epidemic of robots with TVs for heads. So we're all stoked for the Skibbity movement. No, I cannot stand Skibbity Toilet. It is such a frustrating thing. Maybe start trying to flesh out some of the artisan district, some residences, and add this. Oh my gosh. You are way farther along than the last time I checked. I gotta watch again. Michael Bay's Skibbity Toilet movie. All the toilets explode. Have not seen Skibbity nothing. You've never seen Skibbity anything? Because that's great. Congratulations. That's much better than having seen it. My nephews forced it upon me at one point, and it was awful.
What?
Skibby-dibby-doo! Skibby-skibby-doo! Yeah, good. Avoid it. It's not worth your time, really. Like, in short, at least what it started out as was a humorous concept of this this situation where, like, you had these, like, normal people who are, like, have cameras for heads, and then the Skibbity Toilet creatures, which are toilets that or toilets that have heads that come out of them, and they're like monsters. So there's like a conflict between the Skibbity Toilets and the TV head guys, and then it just kind of blooms from there. And it started off really, like, absurdist, but maybe it continued to get disturbed. I don't know. It was just kind of like, I didn't want it. You know? So yeah, it's not really good. It's not good. It's not worth watching. I mean, it's a phenomenon, I guess, but it's not worth watching.
Wash Stan's hands, please.
Sorry for my loss of innocence. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was one of many things that they showed me that day that I would have been fine without having seen in my life. But I mean, they're kids. What are you gonna do? It's like they're that's the kind of that's what the content appeals to. It's designed for children, so. We all survived the 2010s when everyone was sharing shock internet content. Yeah. Kids are allowed to have trash taste. It's the time for it. Yeah. I mean, that is when you should be have crappy taste in things. It's when you're a kid and you're experimenting. Let's see.
Wash Dan's hands, please.
Thank you.
Boop. I'm here, I'm queer, and my tea is top tier. Hello. Nice to see you, Marcy. Welcome. My D is top tier. Fancy. Oh, what brings you here tonight, Marcy? Are you a fan of animation? Are you just popping by because it's something new? Or what brought you in? Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. We are LGBT friendly here after all. Someone recommended your what wonderful. Well, thanks for coming out. I hope you enjoy it. Just suffice it to say, this is a bit of an unusual stream for me. I would normally be playing a game, but we're working on animation tonight, so. But yeah, welcome, welcome. I'm glad to hear that someone is recommending me. That's always good to know. Do you do animation, play games, or anything like that? Sort of. I'm gonna bring you right out into the middle of the classroom. I'm sorry if you don't want to be in the middle of the classroom. That's also okay. I do not mind continuing in another direction, but since you are new, I thought it might be nice to introduce yourself.
Wash Dan's hands, please.
Thank you.
Mostly play games. That's cool. What kind of games do you like? Like a lot of what I play around here are old stuff. Like the games we're playing right now are Front Mission 3 for the PlayStation, and the Final Fantasy Legend from Mo calling on the new kid in class. What are you gonna do? They're here, and they're queer, and their D is top tier, so I gotta say something. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, so we're playing a Game Boy game and we're playing a PlayStation game. So that's what we got going on right now. And then this is something I was working on for another project I'm working on.
Wash Dan's hands, please.
Thank you.
Okay, that'll work. Recently got into Undertale. Really? Only, like, you're playing Undertale for the first time now? Because that's like, are you familiar with it? Like, have you kind of wondering why the boss fights are so easy? Do you know anything about the game? Because if you've managed to get into Undertale, heard it was supposed to be hard. How much do you actually know about the game? Because there are parts that are hard, but there are also things that are not hard. Nothing. Oh, okay. Well, I kind of don't want to talk about it then, because thought Sans was hot. I think a lot of people thought Sans was hot. It's such an interesting experience. Yeah, I won't talk any more on it, but I hope it's fun. I mean, it was certainly a very culturally significant game. So let's save this. Give me your bone, Diddy. Bone, Diddy. What do we got? This is wash hands. No. I don't want this one. I'll skip this one. Play the first hour or two and need to get back into it. I mean, it's such an interesting It's an interesting game. I got frustrated with it because I do feel like it became presented as something more extraordinary than it was. Like, I think it's a good game, but I think it's also just a game. And I feel like it was... My frame of reference is that you've done One Life runs Neo and Sekiro. Jeez. So you're a high skills individual, are you? That sounds like it's really hard, actually. I mean, if that's your metric for what is easy or difficult, I would say that probably Undertale is going to be a little bit easier than that. But that's an interesting jump from Sekiro and Neo to Undertale. They're very, it's like you went from a kind of a Dark Souls-esque high challenge game to like an emotional RPG. That's a surprise. But I hope you enjoy it. Let's see. All right, we need another one. A week is still good, though. I mean, that still sounds like it would be pretty good if I know what those games are like. I can't admit that. I admit that I've never played either one, but if they're the games I'm thinking about, then it still seems very impressive. All right, we need to do another one. Save this. Excuse me. Ugh. That's cool, though. Oh, wait, what? Yes. I can't say I've ever done like a one of those kinds of games. Like I think the closest I got to you've been trying Civilizations this week, but you think you want to like it, but you prefer populars. All right, see you later, Kenj. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you. Hope you finished with the peas. I've also never played Civilization of Populace. Like, God games didn't appeal to me either. Been watching to get into these Soulsborne games. Yeah, see, I tried to play Dark Souls once, and even though I liked it, I think I just kind of I got burned out because I'm not that great at that kind of game. And man, so it's like a hardcore version of those games. I mean, you might be able to do it. It would be interesting to hear how far you get. Are you of the mindset that you will keep, like, if you try a run at Dark Souls, for example, with one life and you lose that life, do you immediately go back and start over and like try it again, or to get your iframes down to a T for Neo? Yeah, I bet. That's in the Drakengard / Near Replicant. Like, wait, I'm thinking of Nier. Neo is different. Maybe I don't know what Neo is. Hang on, let me look up what Neo is. I was thinking of Near Replicant. Neo. Okay, yeah, this is not the game I thought it was. Oh, it's a Team Ninja game. Koei Tecmo, so hard. Got it. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I bet this is really hard. You did these with one life? It's pretty dang amazing. Very impressive. Doing Neo runs for months for you. I mean, if you manage to get it in just like a week, I think you're probably better than you're giving yourself credit for. But that's cool though. Neo has less iframes than Dark Souls 2 4. So are you a person who enjoys lots of like these high precision types of games? Because if you are, I'll go ahead and recommend my friend Blackfoot did a stream earlier this week of a game that his friend Eric is working on called Lucid. Ain't a multi. that is going to be. I think they described it as a Celeste-esque game, or like a Celeste-born game, something. But it's supposed to be kind of one of those high precision platformer games. And while they did prove on Depends, you also play Minecraft and Subnautica and Stardew. Well, I imagine you have to have some sort of something to balance it out. Sub ran out. No more black emotes. Insert black Y. Hang on. Do I have that? I might have that. Unless my sub ran out too. This one. There you go. I'll do it for you. But yeah, it's a game like the game Lucid is both it's for both high skills folks and non-high skill folks like me. So you might check it out if you like that kind of thing. I'm doing nothing. Y'all have just been staring at this blank screen. I'm sorry. Just yammering on as I talk to y'all. Which is what I always do, but what are you gonna do? Celestoidvania. Okay. It's a little nod to mechanics like Celeste and a Metro. I hate that term, Metroidvania, man. I hate that term. I know it's the regular, like it is what people do now, but man, I hate that term. Let's see. Let's do the fire prevention one. The only AAA modern games I play are FromSoft stuff. Play Armored Core 6. Yeah, I mean, most of what I play is old stuff. You know, I hate that portmanteau. I just think it's like, I've talked about this before. In my interpretation, it diminishes both, and so I just I would prefer for, you know, I use the term exploration platformer. Would you prefer Metroid sexual? I mean, that's where Metroid, that's part of where Metroid came from. It was a combination of Metro and Android. So Metroid sexual isn't that far off. All right, what's this one do?
Fire, 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 fire. Dude, they take it back. Fire, fire,
Wait, why is this? Oh, right. It is. Also play Wolfenstein. Which Wolfenstein? Like the original, like the one from the 90s, or like the remake?
Fire, 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 fire. Dude, they take a bath. Take a bath. Yeah. Ow. Fire.
Nazis are fun to punch. It's true. It's just shorthand. It is getting kind of silly. The more specific, it's like music genre. Yeah, I know. I know that I'm being obnoxious about it, but I don't know. Unfortunately, I've had Metroidvania platform style trauma. Can't enjoy or appreciate watching them. I've been the remake. It had better graphics and yeah. I mean, like, did it look like Doom? If it looked like, wait, why is no music playing? Why's no music playing? Or is music playing? Can y'all hear anything? Okay, it was a PS4. So no, not the original, not the original Wolfenstein. What is going on? Why can't I can't hear anything? What is this? I'm gonna skip. I don't know what's going on. That's probably the new Colossus. We truly never grow out of again face at our childhoods. So we find something we like. There's music there, but really quiet. Like the Olimar. Yeah, okay, that's the new one. The original one was quite dated. Would be quite dated looking by now. I think you would know the original one were you to see it nowadays, because it looks like Doom and has B.J. Blazkowicz in it, who I think is still the protagonist. Alright, so PS4 new classes, old blood, new original. If it's that obvious, yeah. Well, I mean, here, let me show you what the original looked like. It gets the original, the sound the Nazis make in the original Wolfenstein 3 sounded like a bark. Yeah. Let's see. Come on. Wolfenstein. Yeah, like this is what the original looked like. I doubt this is what you played. Although it did have Mecha Hitler, so there is that. Actually, on the subject of Wolfenstein, if you're interested, I would recommend a certain Mr. Ahoy. Just doing other things. I would recommend my own channel, sub to me. But also, go to this channel, Ahoy. Really excellent creator. And they have done a series on special... No, not the specials. Where is it? Where is it? Retro Ahoy? Yeah, here we go. So he's done these great, like, super long episodes on old video games. And, like, they did Wolfenstein, Doom, Quake, Monkey Island, XCOM. These are all good. Don't leave now. Hang out until the end of my stream. But then, I would say go and check out Ahoy's channel because, holy crap, dude, they're so good. They're so well made. They are long, though. They're video essays. So, you know, to be aware that it'll last a while. But, I mean, you know, I don't think you'll get tired of it. Yeah, I originally got into Ahoy because of the Polybius video, because I didn't know anything about Polybius at first. And then I watched that video and I was like, wow, this is really cool. I had no idea about this game. You watch DayZ and Rust videos? Rust. I know what DayZ is. I've heard the name Rust. What is Rust about? What is that game? Just a 4-hour, 40-minute video about Sega Rally A. Again, it takes about 30 minutes to complete. That's awesome. So, in the amount of time it would take to play through the game, what, 8 times? 9 times? You watched a video that was that long? Similar to the DayZ from what you see in videos. Okay. So this one is just sort of like he's just pointing at various fires. Bring it back. Rust is the one you start out naked building stuff from mud and twigs, right? Is it? That sounds like 7 Days to Die. Oh, okay, never mind. AD&D hyperfixation locked in. I mean, it's cool. Like, it's really cool to learn about this sort of thing. I'm always such a nut for like learning about the development history of games, particularly situations where maybe there was like a game that didn't get finished or wasn't finished in the way that they wanted it to be. Like, I was watching one earlier this week about the original pitch for Final Fantasy VII. Apparently, Final Fantasy VII was originally going to be on the Super Nintendo, and there were a lot of like development decisions that went into. You should really watch What Happened by Matt McMuscles / Flophouse. I know the show but I don't know a good place to start. If you can give me a good episode to start on, I'll watch it. All right, so fire, fire. They had a Sega Rally at the last Arcade Expo, but it kept locking up. Oh, look, it's the spinning Moe! Yeah, for those who don't know, I changed up some of the emotes. We got spinning me now. It's to match the possum spin. I got my own spin. Yeah, look at us spin. So cool. It's hard to tell at this perspective, but every third spin, Moe's eyes open. So if you want to really squint, you can see that I open my eyes every third spin. Everybody needs to make a spinning emote. Spinning emotes are awesome. We need more Roxbury emotes too. I love the idea of Aaron as like a firefighter in a burning building, just suddenly realizing that there's fire everywhere. It's really like, fire, 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 fire. He's like, what were you doing up to this point that you didn't notice the building was on fire? You want more channels to do it? Well, you gotta find more channels that will do it. I could try and make one for Ian, but I doubt he'd use it. Although I do think he's eventually going to use the ones that I made for him, but, you know, he gets to things at his own speed. Fire, fire, fire. Ooh, Gundam Wing music. You like Gundam Wing? Was that like just on a completely different topic of conversation? Were there any does anybody here watch Gundam? Or is there a series you liked? I think the only one I ever really got into was Wing. But I really liked it as a kid. It's your first Gundam? Toonami times good. Yeah. I mean, Toonami introduced me to the concept of anime, I feel like. I didn't really know. That was back when, I remember when I was a kid, there was a short-lived segment on Cartoon Network called I think it was called Saturday Japanime. And it was what it sounds like. On Saturday mornings they would put on an OVA or or just like a movie, something like that, of a anime. And it was back when anime was still referred to as Japanimation in America. I remember finding it really weird when I found out that that wasn't the correct term. It's like, oh, I thought that was what you called Japanese animation. I thought it was called Japanime. You want to rewatch it? Your brother, whom I watched it with originally, said it's crazy. I mean, it's weird. One of the things that stood out to me that's crazy that they used to call it Japanimation. Yeah, that was the term back in the day. I hope that's not offensive. It's what they used to call anime. But yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I was so impressed because it has lots of I felt sort of like it had a lot of I thought of it as a treatise on war and how different people interpret the concept of conflict differently. And I was like, oh, this show is so deep and complex and interesting. And I've heard that if you go back and watch it, it's very emo and cringy. So I don't know. I definitely liked the robots back then, and I liked the animation style, so.
Fire, 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 fire!
I remember I used to watch, I still remember the Sam Goody had a Japanimation section with Ninja Scroll, Akira Fist, Bubblegum Crisis. Yeah. I don't remember where I saw that, like what that video was, but there was one video I saw once that was like talking about how a lot of a big fan of Gundam Wing and adored G Gundam and also I think I would have enjoyed G Gundam more, but I didn't watch G Gundam. Like I think G Gundam would probably be more my speed since I like silly things. But I never really watched it. Oh yeah, 08th MS Team. That yeah. I don't know. There were some good Gundam shows. And if you watch one of their OVAs, like I watched the what was it called? It's the one with Cecily and Seabrook in it. Well, whatever. I watched one of the OVAs and I'm like, holy crap, this animation is incredible. How long did they spend on this? Like 50 years? But I think I got more interested in Gundam stuff after I played like the Dynasty Warriors Gundam games, because I would always be like, ooh, who are all these Gundams and stuff? It's like, what is this one? What is that one? I don't know.
Fire, 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 fire!
Such an incredible era of animation and experimentation. Yeah. OVAs were cool, man. It allowed people to do like all kinds of cool stuff. That's a dumb statement. They allow people exactly what you just said. Animation and experimentation. They allow people to try ideas that wouldn't have been used otherwise. So a situation to B games a few years later. B games. You mean games that are like not I guess AAA, or what do you mean by B game? I don't think I know what that term means.
Fire, 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 fire!
We have no idea what people really actually want, so let's just get the best people and get weird with it and see what happens. Yeah, you know, I mean, that's what led to stuff like Threads of Fate or Brave Fencer Musashi or like there was this period of time in the 90s, yeah, like Mr. Mosquito or Gitaru Man. I mean, that sort of stuff happened back on like the Nintendo era too. There was like back when the NES was coming out, people were like, well, we don't know what a game is. Maybe this is a game, you know, and it's like a game where you deliver milk or something. The Wings of Honemis. The Wings of Honemis. What? Honimi. What are you saying, Cyber? What is this thing you just said? Katamari is the most successful B game. I could say that. Interesting OVA. Oh, okay. BRB, get food. I had a kind of a unimpressive HelloFresh for dinner tonight. It wasn't bad. It was just not much to spit at. It was like a what was it? It was like chicken beef noodles or something. I mean, it's, or no, not chicken beef. Hell no, fresh. No, I mean, like, that's the thing, is that like HelloFresh causes me to try like different things, which is good, but I just don't like all of them. And this one was like, it was like a noodle dish and it had beef, like ground beef in it. And it wasn't that it was bad, it's just that there wasn't much, it wasn't good. Like, I didn't really find anything that interesting about it. So I wound up tossing half of it, so. But I did have one earlier this week that was really, really good. Should have subbed tuna. Let's see, what was that one I had earlier this week? If anybody out there does HelloFresh. This one was really good. Shut up. It was this guy, Mexican style chicken tacos de canasta. Holy crap, dude, this one was so good. I loved this one. I might ask for this one again. This was the one, yeah, Chinese style speedy beef ramen noodles. It was kind of lame, wasn't very good. And I haven't tried this one yet, but I don't really eat that much fish. I kind of wish I did. I think fish is supposed to be good for your brain, and I don't have a great one of those. But, I don't know. I never liked it. Speedy Beef, my old college moniker. Ah, yes. Back in the day when they called me Speedy Beef. All right, what do we got? Yeah, I gotta have him say fire so many different times. Omega 3s, baby! Yeah, I think I need some of those. I think it would help my brain. Oh, is this is Wild Arms 5, isn't it? It's playing right now. Yeah! Oh man, we gotta play Wild Arms 5 at some point. I love Wild Arms 5. Oh, it was so good. Like, I like the Wild Arms series, but I think the only one I've ever successfully finished is 5 because I just liked it so much. It's just got such a positive, like, it's one of those games kind of like Grandia 1, where it's just like, it's just hopeful and like good. You know what I mean? It's not like there's no struggles in it, but like it has a positive message. And I like that in games. You don't always get that. I like positive messages though. They're nice. It's like, yeah, believe in yourself and your friends and you can do amazing things. It's like, oh, that's so nice. I like that. Oh, has this been an entertaining stream at all? You know, I'm worried that that individual, what was that? Marcy, I believe, right? Marcy, correct? Yeah, Marcy showed up earlier to like this stream on recommendation, and then like I scared them away because it's boring. Sorry if that's the case, but I don't know. Animation's not for everybody, I guess. And this is barely even animation. This is just me making an animatic, but it's something I needed to do, so. Fire! Fire! Fire. I remember watching Beavis and Butthead when I was a kid, and like, I watched it with a friend of mine because he had a TV in his room. Believe in yourself and you can do great things. Fire, 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 fire. Yeah, it's true. You can do great things. And fire happens as well. Yeah, he had a TV in his room, and so we could watch the show at his place. Yeah, because we couldn't watch it at my place. I don't think either one of us really understood it at all. I think we were both too young to really get the jokes. Yeah, I just remember like I remember watching him being like, I'm not supposed to be watching this. I don't know what's going on though. But I do remember Cornholio, who needs Stevie for his bunghole. I remember that. That's hard to forget. I remember thinking that like Butthead looked gross. Like I never wanted to look at Butthead's face. I was like, this guy looks disgusting. I hate the way this guy looks.
Dude, take a bath. Take a bath.
They both look gross, but I think it's the gums. Doesn't have. Let me look at Beavis and Butthead real quick. Hang on. Let's see. Images. Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, it's his gums. It's the fact that you can see like so much of his gums that grossed me out as a kid. Like Beavis just looks like a cartoon character, but Butthead looks like something offensive somehow. Like I look at Butthead, I'm like, this is offensive to me somehow, isn't it? Ryan Gosling and Mikey Day. It's Beavis and Butthead. It's so weird to me to think that this show was also made by the guy who does King of the Hill. I mean, when like there's a similar enough look, I get it, but it was such a surprise to me. I didn't realize they were supposed to be like the same, and they're even like the same universe too. So it's odd to me. Oh, I wonder if this is going to be helpful for me at all. I hope so. Yeah. It's Mike Judge. It's the same. It's like the same thing.
Dude, take a bath. Take a bath.
Oh, that reminds me. Black is back. Black again. Well, that just sounded like I said black again. You're back, not black. Twink the crack. What's up? Welcome back, Marcy. I thought for sure I scared you away, because this is so different from my normal content. But welcome back. Good to see you again. You took a bath, and that was a quick bath. But good on you. Personal hygiene is very important. I'm trying to decide if after this I want to go to the grocery store or not. It's like I need to go to get like food, which you generally do at the grocery store. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to actually get out of the house again. Alternately, I could not do that and take a bath. So, you know, a very important question. Ew. That's not Hannah Montana. That's is that Jan or Marcy? That's Marcy, I think. Normal content is just my beard and a webcam lowering a bucket of lotion down a hole to his latest catch. Yeah, that's what I normally do. It's Marcia. It's Marsha. Marsha. It does look like Hannah Montana, yes. Blackfoot cannot tell blonde white girls apart. Yeah, they all look the same.
Need to take a bath. Take a bath. Yeah.
California girls. Wish they all could be California girls. My dad really loved the what do you call it? Beach Boys growing up, and so I heard so much Beach Boys as a kid. I wish they all could be California girls. Let's see, how quickly does this get shot? Let's see. Okay, almost immediately. There's something so funny about the idea of this happening just in a burning building. Currently harvesting dried oregano. Weed trim skills activate. Whoa. Dried oregano. So are you making more hot sauce? Cyber? Like, what's got you on like a hot sauce making kick recently? On a different small personal mission to rate different kinds of store-bought Japanese canned coffee. Oh. Canned coffee always seemed like such an odd thing to me because oregano may not be a weed, but it may not be weed, but it is a weed. Currently harvesting more milk from the twinkle in your basement. Good for you. Get that milk. Not currently, but you swear I have 100 Scotch bonnets on the plant right now. Interesting. Oh, what happened there? Undo that. This one. This one. To answer the question, it's been a banner year for peppers and herbs. Very good. Peppers and herbs. It's good. It's like not good, but it's a kind of coffee, and I drink it for convenience most of the time. Your garden was doing great, and then you had cover from. Oh no, Mox! I'm so sorry about that. I thought I was gonna lose my night blooming Cirrus earlier this year because it got too much water. Okay, we're gonna take that off of here. Marcy, cool it a little bit, huh? Well, I was distracted. Yeah. Sorry. I mean, I don't try to dictate the conversation too much, but that's a little far. Don't push it that far. What was I saying? I got distracted. I got totally distracted by that. We're talking about peppers, making stuff. Yeah, I almost lost the night blooming Cirrus earlier this year, which I was really sad about. But yeah, like it's cold coffee though, right? Like it's not it's not like hot canned coffee, is it? Yeah, I'm the same way about cold coffee that I am about like cold tea. I only want it to be hot tea, you know? It just feels weird to me for it to be like cold coffee. Let's see, how are we doing?
Dude, they take a bath. Take a bath. Yeah.
If you give me a cold tea and it's unsweet, you're calling poison control. Yep. I get that. It's like whenever my dad comes up here to visit me, I'm from the deep south, and my dad is also from deep south, as you might expect. And so anytime he comes up here and he gets like iced tea and it's not sweet, he's like, what is this? Why is this not sweet? South Carolina, if you guys unsweet tea, we will use the Second Amendment. Don't fool around with unsweetened tea in South Carolina. When does the sound of like crashing happen?
Ow! Fire!
I like all tea, but if I'm having cold tea, I like a milk tea. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like anytime I taste it, I'm like, this, like, I taste the sort of flavor of the tea, and I'm like, this is supposed to be warm, isn't it? Like, every time I'm like, isn't this supposed to be warm? Why is this cold? Seems strange to me. So, what you gonna do? Let's see, he's falling at this point, so do like that. When does the crash? It's right around here. How do you feel about? I can't do boba either. Is it again? It feels like it's supposed to be cold or it's supposed to be hot, and I'm like, this is weird. The only thing they care about is if it's on your. The only thing they care about if it's on your gun is the serial number. You love it. Black hates chewing a drink and it makes them mad. Yeah, well, I get it. You know, I've never seen Twin Peaks. Underbarrel shotgun on a 38 special, and they wouldn't care. How would you put a shotgun on a 38 special? 38 special, that's a handgun. So it'd be like, you know, like that. You know, like the gun. And then you just have like a shotgun attached to the bottom. Nothing is impossible as long as it's between two pieces of metal. This just looks like unfortunate mating between two guns. This just looks like questionable behavior between two guns. What was I doing? This one. There we go. Yes, I remember Orbits. No, it wasn't Orbits. It was I think it was just called Orbit. I think Orbits is like the company that helps you find like flights. But Orbeez? I gotta look it up. Hang on. Try Orbeez. My sister had some, and she never drank it. She just kind of kept it on her shelf because it looked cool. Orbeez drink. Yeah, here we go. This, look at that. Isn't that cool? Let's get this one. Let's get that one too. Well, no, this is Orbits. Orbits. What is this drink? Orbits. What is this drink? There's silicone? Oh no, really? Is it really hang on. Drink with salt and 5 flavors, edible fruit jelly beans. Okay, yeah. May 1996 to 1997, and then it disappeared. That's tragic. The Clearly Food and Beverage Company. That's an amazing name. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I remember this. My sister had some, and she just kind of like kept it on. Also, sorry for the weird and random question, but do you happen to play chess? I do, but not very well. I play chess on. I've been trying to learn how to play chess better on Duolingo, actually. I think that's your ELO or EL something. That is, yeah, mine's like 600 or something. But yeah, I've been trying to learn through Duolingo. They have a little they have a chess on Duolingo. I've been trying to learn more about it, and they let you play against their little like automatic electric light orchestra. Yes, that's definitely what I'm talking about. What is the term I'm looking for then? The thing that people use to rank people who play chess. Stop using Duolingo when they laid off a ton of, well, I mean, it's good for you to, stick by your guns about that sort of thing, but like, that's happening everywhere. Rig says it's called ELO. Okay, yes. I think mine's around 600 something too. But yeah, you should check it out. there is chess on Duolingo. They teach you about all kinds of things. I was learning about ladders and openings sometime. We should play on stream. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I could play some chess on stream to let you show you how bad I am about it, but I don't know about actually trying to compete against someone on stream. Well, thank you. All right, where are we at?
Fire, 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 fire!
Dude, take a bath.
Take a bath! Yeah! Ow!
All right, that'll work for this one. Cool. Well, y'all, this is probably going to be it. Can you send a challenge link in chat? I don't know. How would you do that? Like, I don't even know how you... Like, is there, like, a online service or something? I have no idea how that would work. I mean, if it's a short enough thing, we could play one game here before I leave. Because I did manage to get a lot of what I was trying to get done. So hooray for that. Let's see. Mo, you should play me at 5D chess with multiversal time travel. A short game of chess. Well, short for me because, you know. I'll probably lose real quick. Like, I feel like chess is... Oh, here we go. Let's see. Oh, I have to log in? Okay. Quick game of Interstellar Pig. Nope. Really? Okay. Oh, nope. Too much. Nope. Back. Alright, cool. That'll work. You've been playing Spider Solitaire this entire time? I like that one. Alright, so... Here's the thing. So, how do I... search or whatever? Okay. 5D chess with I'll check that afterward, Dan. Marcy, how do I do this? Do you have something I could search for you with, or? Not stealing the challenge link. I'm not sure I know what you mean. Bum 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 bum. I don't know what's going on, Marcy. Do you have another link for me or what? What are we doing? Maybe we should try this another time. It sounds like maybe I need to learn how all this works. So, okay, yeah, try and send another link. I'm going to lose at chess on stream. Doop, 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 doop. But yeah, honestly, I think chess is the only game that they will allow you to learn on Duolingo right now. But they recently added chess and like music lessons on Duolingo, and I was already trying to learn Japanese. And so when I saw chess, I was like, you know what? I would actually kind of like to know how to play chess because my dad played chess, and I can never play with him. We play backgammon and we play Mancala when I go home and visit them, but I never knew how to play chess. So I mean, I knew how to play it, but I was never good at it. Uh, 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 uh. Connect with your friends who play chess. Nice. Nice. You learned chess when you were 11, but you never had the patience for the deeper strategy. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's try it again. Oop. Oh, here we go. Start game. Excellent. So just start then, I guess. Play fair. Okay. Okay. Who goes first? All right. I paired with a random? Oh. Yeah, I'm playing against someone from like Spain or something. All right, well, I'm playing with this person, I guess. And I'm doing very badly too. Well, they're just gonna kind of park there, I guess. Minty Milk Dud is a great username. I like that. Hmm. Well, you know. Petrov's defense, Steinitz attack. Okay. Oh, I know that'll. No, that won't work. There you go. Well, and on that note, we will be done. Told you I wasn't very good. Well, thank you, Marcy, for allowing me to embarrass myself at the very end there. I hope you enjoyed it. That will be it for today. This has been a weird stream, but I will play a video game next time. And thank you all for coming and hanging out. I'm the MoeChicken. This has been me animating and then losing at chess. And thanks for stopping by.